Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Grizz back at you with another video. The amount of support I received on the last one was overwhelming, to say the least. So I just want to start off this video by thanking each and every one of you for watching. I truly appreciate it. It blew me away, the amount of people that watched it, the amount of people that liked it, all the questions, comments, etc. So I just want to start off by thanking you guys. I really do appreciate that, and your support means a lot to me. This is just a follow-up video. I wanted to talk to you guys more about, where I'm at with this headset. Do I still think it's a good headset? Do I recommend the headset? And just kind of go over some things and go over some of the questions and stuff that I've been asked along the way. So I'm going to try something new with that as well. I'm going to read the comments. I'll shout out the person that commented, and I'll do my best to answer it. Some of them I've answered in the comments when I could. Some of them I had to like experiment with a little bit and try to get them an answer. So I tried to get back to everybody that did have questions. So we'll go through that today, and I'll answer all of y'all's questions from the last video, and just give you guys my final thoughts on it, and things like that. Let you guys know where I'm at with this. So let's get it. All right, so we'll start off. We'll just read some of these comments. I'll answer the questions for you guys, and things like that. Also, I did want to mention too. I just kind of threw this overlay on. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you guys think this is like a cool overlay for the videos and stuff, instead of doing full cam, yeah, let me know in the comments. I'd be greatly appreciated. And if you notice the little logo down here, that's a Discord that I'm a group that I'm part of. Me and a few friends, we started inviting everybody in and everything. It's called Rise Up Gamers. We welcome everybody. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you want to talk video games, you want to talk stream settings, you want us to give you feedback, all this kind of thing. You want to network, you want to grow a little bit. Look us up, Rise Up GTV on Twitter. I'll put that in the description below. And then if you'll notice on the other side, the GG's Pod, I'm going to be starting a podcast on this channel as well. And for any of you that might be interested in that, we're going to eventually start a podcast where we talk all things like content creation and stuff. And I hope to have a lot of fun with it. But I'm going to have a playlist in here for those. And I'll also upload audio versions to all major platforms like Spotify, iTunes, all of that. I'm working on all of that too. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. Hit that sub button if you guys want to stay, up to date with any future videos or anything, any of the podcasts, any of that kind of stuff. And it would be greatly appreciated. So, like I said, we'll get started. We'll read these comments. I just want to take a minute to shout that out. So, again, appreciate all of you guys. Let's get into this video. All right, so we'll pull it up. The first question that I got was, do you think it's worth it for online teaching by Lorenzo Jr. Laputin? I don't know if I said that right, but Lorenzo. I answered him. Obviously, it's a great headset for anything. I think I answered his question pretty well. I mean, absolutely, it'll work for online teaching. I mean, you just need a mic, you need to be able to hear things like that. So for online teaching, do I think you should spend this much on this headset particularly? Probably not. Um, but is it a good headset for that? Sure. I think you guys kind of could see where I'm coming from with that one. So you could, you know, take that as you will. Um, Next question was from Dizix. I don't know if I said that right. I'm gonna call you Dizzy. How could you please test quality with the Bluetooth connection? Let us know how good the mic is regarding taking only voice but not noise from the environment. Thank you. So I think what he wanted to know was the mic quality over Bluetooth, and I think it was just the same when I tested it because I did a call, a FaceTime call with my mom, and she said that it sounded good and everything. I don't have a recording to test that, but I think the mic is the same over Bluetooth, honestly. I think the mic on this personally could be better. I've heard other mics on headsets that were better, but overall, I mean, it's not a terrible mic. That's why I kind of wanted to do this video like this too. So I had a lot of questions regarding the mic. So now you guys are going to hear this video entirely through this microphone. and you're going to know exactly what this mic sounds like. So now, hopefully that will answer any of those questions. You know, you're hearing it firsthand right here. That's what this video is. No editing, no nothing. This is just raw mic footage. Um, how does it work with Bluetooth? His name was You Won't Like It, said, thanks for the video. How does it work with Bluetooth? See the specs, supports multi-point connection. If you connect it to both your PC and your phone and in the middle of a game you get a call, will it interrupt and give priority to the incoming call? So I did answer that question, and I actually tested that again with the FaceTime call with my mom like I was talking about earlier. Um, it didn't do anything. I could hear everything just fine on my PC. I could hear her just fine on the phone. I could talk to her on the phone, and I could do both at the same time. It did not matter. It mixed both just the same, and I could adjust volume, things like that. Um, so yeah, it doesn't affect it. If you get a phone call or anything, you'll be able to answer your phone and still hear your game and whatnot. Um, so only one of the few actually test the mic. Other channels will test out the noise cancellation. One test people do is run a simulation of coffee shop sounds. Does the active noise canceling block out voices or just mechanical sounds? So that question was from Burnaby Alex. Um, I'm not sure exactly what he meant. I know I did test the mic in the video before. But as far as the noise cancellation goes, when he's asking if it'll block out voices or just mechanical sounds, I can tell you that this noise canceling on this headset it's insane. I've never had a noise canceling headset, but my wife gets mad at me all the time because she'll be hollering for me or something. I just flat out can't hear her. Like she can be sitting, no joke. There's a chair right over here that you guys can't see in our living room, and she can be sitting in that and full blown talking to me, and I won't hear her. Like she'll yell at me. Sometimes I still don't hear her. So take that as you will as well. But the noise canceling is really great. Which, speaking of, the button that I had problems with figuring out what it was in the first video, if you turn that off, all it does is cuts out the noise cancellation. Well, it cuts out the sound too. It cuts out all sound to your headset, cuts out the noise cancellation so you can hear everything around you. So, like, if she was going to talk to me and I didn't want to hear anything, just hear her, I'd flip that switch down. It shuts off the noise canceling. I can hear everything outside the headset. So that is what that button does. We got a good I tested that out, so now we have a good answer on that. Next question was from Shonindo. I think I said that right. Hey, just got this headset. Can you or anyone else who has it please check if you can use them wirelessly and charge them at the same time? Mine turn off completely, which is ridiculous. Want to know if it's a defect this way. Thanks a lot. So that is one of the cons I have with this headset that it absolutely drives me insane. So when I'm using it wirelessly, I if you plug it in to try to use it as you play, like say you're in the middle of playing, which has happened to me, you're in the middle of playing, your headset starts to die, you're like, crap, I'll just plug it in. Nah, it cuts out all sound, everything, cuts everything out. You cannot charge them and use them wirelessly at the same time. That being said, I have not tried to just plug them into the computer and have them wired and see if you can use them that way while it also keeps the battery life going. I haven't tried that, so I prefer to use them wirelessly. That's why I wanted a wireless headset. I charge mine every night, so I use it a lot throughout the day, especially working from home. Right now, I listen to music, things like that, while I work. So I use the headset pretty much all day long. So I just charge mine at the end of the night, make sure I remember to do that. Or what I'll do sometimes if I know that I haven't used it a lot, or I might not use it a ton the next day, I'll just pull up the Quantum engine and check the battery life, and I kind of know how long I have. So that way, some people don't think you should charge your stuff all the time. You could do it that way too. Just see what your battery life is and go from there and make your own decision. Um, but I just always make sure that mine stays high because I don't want it to be cutting out when I play games. Mogs Black just said thanks for the view, appreciate you. Watch your video, yes they're good. Have a question on whether they will be RGB lighting when we play on consoles like PS4 or only on PC. I'm not sure how to say his name, but thank you so much for the comment. I'm gonna I've never tried to use them on PS4. I don't think if you didn't have a PC, I don't think you could just get the RGB lighting on a console. The only reason I say that is because you have to download the JBL Quantum engine onto a PC, and you have to set everything with that first. That's how you turn on and off the RGB lighting. That's how you create whatever kind of a setup that you want. I kind of showed that in the first video towards the end. That's how you pick the colors, all that. That's how you mess with the RGB lighting. Um, I would say if you did that on a PC first, then left it on and used the headset on your console, it would still have the RGB lighting as long as that's what you had it set to. I would say that would work. I haven't tested it out. I don't really use these. I only use these on my PC. So I would say maybe if that's a question that you have, test it that way. If you know anybody that has a PC and you can set up the Quantum Engine on there just to set up your headset and then go play it on your console, um, I would say give it a shot. Who knows? Um, okay, so then the next one we got good looking headset, getting one. Always trusted JBL stuff. Me too. I was super stoked for this. That's why I got one. Thank you for the comment. How is the wireless range on these? If you go into another room, does it say connect to your PC? Can't find anyone. So I just answered that one actually really recently. That one was from MZ Batman. I did not see the actual distance given either. I'm sure maybe if you looked hard enough you could find it. I'm not sure. I checked my box. It didn't say anything on the box. But I know that I can go into other rooms and stuff and it'll still stay connected. Usually, if it's through two rooms, it'll kind of cut in and out sometimes or cut completely. But for the most part, I can go anywhere in my house and it will stay connected. So um, as far as the actual distance, I don't know, but I would say that the wireless range is pretty good. Um, so that's really all I gotta say about that. I don't know. It's good. Thanks for the view. So excited for mine to arrive. We'll base the shit out of it. Haha, that was from Andres Pablo. Yeah, the bass sounds really good. If you guys love JBL stuff, you know how good their audio quality is. Music sounds amazing in these, especially if you use a bass boost preset. Do they work simultaneously on 2.4 and Bluetooth? I mean, for instance, playing games on PC and streaming podcasts or music through your phone, like the Arctis Pro. Yes. So I answered that. That's the same thing, like I was saying, where I could be playing my game, I could be doing anything, and I could connect them to Bluetooth to my phone if I wanted and listen to music, and I could be able to control the volume from my phone, things like that. So that would still work. But that being said, I only use mine through my PC, so I just open up Spotify and play it in the background. So, but to answer your question, yes, it will work. Uh, next one, just bought these. Let me know how they are for gaming and the quality. Have I tried it with music? Oh, also, last question about Bluetooth was from Jabox ESP. The question for the gaming and the quality, and have I tried it with music? That was from Ricardo Vega. I told him absolutely, like I just said, love them for music. They sound really, really good. Um, I think for gaming they're really good too. It took me a minute to kind of find a good preset for games like Call of Duty, because footsteps and stuff are everything in that game. So it took me a minute to mess around with some equalizer settings and find a good one for some games. But overall, the games that I play, I love them. I think it sounds really good. So next comment from F. Payson. Someone was sleeping, made a lot of noise. LOL. But excellent review, gave me a shirt to buy it. Yeah, that was my wife. So my setup currently is in my living room right now with this house. Um, that's gonna be fixed before too much longer, hopefully. But yeah, she was sleeping. We just had our first baby. Like I made this video days after we brought her home, and because I wanted to get the video out there, and they were asleep on the couch, so you could kind of hear her. I heard it when I went to edit the video, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it in. Maybe nobody will notice, but people definitely did. So it was a good little hidden gem in there for a lull. So Ron's Joseph, thanks for the view. How's the battery life? Also heard you can't use it while charging. Is it not a problem for you? So we kind of talked about the thing you can't use it while you're can't charge it and use them while you're using them wirelessly. So I kind of answered that already. As far as battery life, that was kind of another thing. I had SteelSeries Arctis 7s, the wireless ones, and I feel like they lasted a long time. I feel like the battery life on those were solid. I don't know what the actual amount of hours are, but the hours that it gave me with this headset is 14 hours, I believe, non-RGB, and 10 hours with RGB. Now, I did use them with the RGB, and it drained the battery fast. Like, yes, it was significantly less. I probably did get about 10 hours out of it, I would say. Um, but yeah, I just don't use them just because, like I said, I use it a lot throughout the day right now, and I don't want to constantly have to be charging it and things like that. So I just use it with the RGB off. I think it's a really cool feature, and it would be really cool if you're just like, going to game for a few hours or say you stream and the headset will last you the duration of whatever you're going to do with it. So you turn the RGB on and you stream with it on or whatever. I think that would be by all means do that. I think that you'd be golden in that sense. But if you're going to use it a lot throughout the day, I would just turn the RGB off. That's just my personal opinion. I don't use it. So, next question, Kakashi Hataki. Hey man, great reviews. Are any way to fix other people hearing my music? Asking this because when I try to listen to music on even one volume, other people can hear my music. I don't remember what I responded to him. I know I thanked him and everything for his comment. As I said, I appreciate all of you guys. I thanked him for that, but I don't, I wasn't sure what he meant exactly. Like I said, my wife's been close to me. I don't think she can hear anything going on in my headset, so I'm not sure what's going on there with him. Um, so I fully don't know how to answer that question. I think maybe he doesn't have it on properly. Maybe it's like, loose somehow, something, and people can hear it leaking out. Maybe I'm honestly not sure because I've never had anybody say that they can hear what's going on in my headset unless I have it off. Next question, Skyblade 2. Hey man, how's the comfort while using it for long hours? Does it get hot or tight? Does it itch your ears? I can tell you have big ears like me. Okay. First of all, I don't have big ears. I don't have big ears. I don't think I do anyway. Second of all, the comfort's great overall. I wouldn't say it gets really hot or tight. I mean, I even have glasses and it doesn't bother me. Like I said, I wear them literally like 10 plus hours a day at least. Because I work for 8 and I have them on the entire time I work, watching streams while I work, listening to music while I work, things like that. Just some kind of background noise while I do my work, and they don't bother me at all. I mean, they don't ever get hot or nothing. I think the comfort's great. That was actually one thing I'm very surprised with. I do love the comfort. So that gets like a 10 out of 10 for me. All right. Next one was from my good friend Tiffalicious Gaming. She used to stream on YouTube actually. She's been streaming a lot more on Twitch if you guys want to check her out. She plays a lot of Call of Duty and stuff. Really good person. One of my great friends. She was just congratulating me, telling me I gave a good review. She said the JBLs looked nice and she congratulated me when I hit 1K views. So thank you, Tiff. I appreciate you and all of you guys that even made that possible. Thank you. Um, Next one was from Justin Maxwell. He just said, "Bro, thanks for the view. How's the mic quality with it?" Kind of already answered that, and you can hear it now. So if you're wondering, that's how the mic quality is. I'm gonna kind of show you guys something too. If you're not happy with the mic quality, kind of another option that you have, but we'll get into that here in a minute. Um, Josh Clements. I don't know if I said that right. Hey, I'm terrible with names. If you guys haven't noticed. Hey, I was wondering how it sounds after a while of having it. Wanting a wireless headset, and this might be a good option. So that kind of brings me to a little bit of the end of the questions. There's one more I'll get to, but it kind of involves some stuff I'm going to dive into right after this. So I I think it still sounds great. I mean, I think this is an awesome option if you love JBL stuff. You like the way they look. You're looking for a really comfortable headset that sounds really good, gives you a lot of options. You got the RGB if you're into that. Like I said, for streaming or things. If you know that the headset can last you the duration of whatever you're gonna do. Um, the sound. is incredible with music. I love it. I'm a big music person. Love the way it sounds, especially if I use the bass boost preset. I think it sounds amazing. The games sound amazing. Like I said, I had to experiment a little bit with a good setting for like a Call of Duty, but I've been playing a ton of Valorant and everything, so I think even the bass boost preset for Valorant, everything sounds really good. So I personally I love this headset. I mean, I still use it. I've had it for months now. Um, I love it. I would highly recommend it to anybody that is looking. Do I think there's better options? Yes. Um, would I feel comfortable buying this headset or recommending it to somebody? Absolutely. Do I think there's headsets with better mics? Absolutely. So I would just say personally go with whatever you're comfortable. Look up other reviews on other headsets. I try to do my best to go through everything with you guys on this one. Um, and if you have any other questions that maybe I didn't answer or don't get to, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. And I'll try to answer them again as well. But overall, I'm 100% pleased with this headset. Um, so I would say just go, with something that you personally feel comfortable with buying, that's in your price range, things like that, because everybody's going to have their own taste and their own opinion. So that's just kind of where I sit with that, and we'll get to these last couple, and then I'll show you guys a few things on the headset. So next comment was from Saul Goodman. He said, "Waiting on your Valorant review of the Quantum 800." So I'll get to that. Like I said, well, I mean, I kind of already answered it, but the sounds in Valorant and everything sound amazing. Um, I love it. I love the way it sounds. I personally, I use the bass boost preset on that one because I think everything sounds really cool on it. Footsteps sound great. The sound of the guns and stuff sound great. Everything sounds really solid and has a good tone to it. I'm not like a big audiophile or anything or whatever they call that. I don't know all the specifics on audio and all that kind of stuff, but I personally love the way that Valorant sounds with the bass boost preset, and that's what I use all the time when I play it. The only time I ever change that preset is when I play Call of Duty, and I'll show you guys the settings and stuff that I use for that. Then the last comment on here was also from MZ Batman. Have I found any good EQ settings? Play Valorant a lot, and I find boosting the bass is the main thing so far. Also, has anyone you played with giving you feedback on how the mic sounds? So I kind of answered that. He said it too. He likes the way that the bass boost sounds for Valorant. That's what I use. So I personally love that for Valorant again. And like I said, people have given me feedback on the mic. You guys can hear it for yourself in here. Like I said, this is all raw. Um, some people said that it sounds okay. Some people said it doesn't sound good. I've had all kinds of mixed reviews, so it's kind of just take that for what it is. And like I said, you guys can hear exactly how it sounds right now. So that's kind of where I'm at with the mic. Personally, for me, it doesn't matter. They can they can hear me. They can hear me give callouts in the game, whatever. So it's all good on my end. So um, that answers all the comments. Again, thank you guys for everything. I really do appreciate all of the support, all the questions. Hopefully, I answered them for you guys. And overall, I mean, after using them for a couple months, I know it's what everybody wants to hear. Do you still like it? Do you still use it? Things like that. I use it every single day. I love it. I would recommend it. It gets like a 10 out of 10 for me, pretty much. The only real con that I have is the fact that I can't plug them in and still use them because with my Arctic 7 Pros, they were wireless, and I could 100% just plug them in and charge them if they went to die and I was in the middle of something. So I wish that it had this. I don't really know why it doesn't or why that's not a thing, but that's really my only downfall to the headset is that I just wish I could plug it in. But like I said, I keep mine charged, so I don't really run into that issue anyway. Um, but if I were to, I wish I had the option. So that's really the only con I can think of, to be honest. I wish the battery life was a little bit longer. 14 hours is a long time, but like I said, I don't use the RGB. It'd be cool if the RGB lifetime was longer. Um, but I mean, 10 hours is still a long time. So like I said, if you're wanting that so it looks cool on stream or whatever, by all means, you can still perfectly make that happen. Um, just make sure your headset's charged and things like that before you go to use it. So, like I said, it'll last the duration. You know, if you're not doing a 24-hour stream or something like that and wanting to use this headset, you'll be you'll be perfectly fine. So, um, I guess the last thing that I really want to get into is I'm just going to show you guys some of the like the preset that I use for Call of Duty and stuff. It's kind of a custom one that I had to look up, and I eventually found one that worked for games like that. So we'll get into that, and we'll switch screens and we'll talk about it a little bit more over there. We'll see you here in just a second. All right, so here is right here. The last game I played was Call of Duty, so I had it on this one. So I just went to the flat one because it was just kind of like a it was a preset that was literally it was just flat across. It was like the same for everything. So I changed it in that one because I don't use that. So what I did here was I changed. So for this one, I got it at minus 3 dB for the 31 kilohertz. For the 62, I have it at minus 2, 125 minus 1, 250 is set at flat like 0, 500 hertz, I got it set to plus 2. The 1K, we have that set at plus 5. 2K plus 6. 4K plus 7. 8K plus 6. And 16K, we have that at plus. Can't see that. I think it's plus 4. Let me move this. Oh, plus 5. So we have that at plus 5 as well. So it kind of makes that motion there. You can copy all those down. Like I said, I'll zoom in on that for you guys. Um, but this I found actually works really well for an overall like a balanced sound, and it works really well for like being able to still hear footsteps and things like that in a game like Modern Warfare. You know, I used to play a ton of Warzone, so that was big to me. I wanted a good preset that was solid for Warzone, and I found that this one worked really well. Um, when I play games like Valorant, listen to music, play Rocket League, things like that, I just use the bass boost one. I love that one. It's my absolute favorite to use just because it makes everything sound so good when I in like Valorant and in Rocket League it makes the music sound really good for background music. Or if I play anything else for that matter that I like don't have to focus on in-game sound, I'll play music in the background and I love this for that because it makes it sound really good. Then, like I said, I don't really use the lighting. You can still mess around with all that kind of stuff. The microphone, I have mine maxed out. Some people still think it's quiet. I don't know. I like to think I'm talking pretty loud and it doesn't spike up very far. So I honestly I don't know. Um, but you can change that kind of stuff too with like Discord and things like that. Like on Discord, I turn my volume up. And I love that I can adjust my chat and game volume because these are compatible with Discord. So as long as you go into Discord and set your audio settings right to the ones that are certified, you can adjust your friends and your game so that way you can hear callouts better. I know with Discord you can up or lower their volume individually. Um, but I like that I can do that with the headset as well without having to go and adjust each person individually. So I love all the features. I love this headset. Um, I think I pretty much answered all y'all's questions. Um, I think I went over everything that I wanted to go over. Um, and like I said, I still wear this headset every day. I love it. 100% happy with it, 100% recommend it. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just tell you guys exactly how it is with me. That's how if I ever do any other reviews or anything, it's my personal opinion. I'm not big enough to be like sponsored or anything by anybody. So, I'm just going to give you guys my honest opinion on everything that I do on this channel. Everything is 100% me. So, I just want to stay, genuine with you guys. I appreciate all your guys' support on all of this. Like I said, if you have any other questions or anything, please let me know in the comments below. If I get enough of them, maybe I'll even do a part 3, or I'll just do my best to answer. So far, I've answered every single person that commented on that. Um, whether it was just a thank you or if they had a question that I answered. So, um, again, just thank you guys. The support was amazing. Um, like this video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with any future videos, any more reviews, any things like that I do. I plan on doing a lot more gaming content again here soon. Like I said, I got the podcast coming, so stay tuned for that. I'll have it sorted out, so kind of anybody who wants to come to my channels will be able to come to one place but find all of my content. So it'll be separated, but um, other than that, the only thing else I got for you, I stream when I don't have a schedule anymore, but I do stream on Twitch. It's Grizz_XI, same as my Twitter that you see underneath my webcam. So feel free to follow me on any social medias. Feel free to hang out with me live on Twitch if you want. We always try to have a good time. So I play a lot of FPS games like Call of Duty, Valorant. We play things like Rocket League. Been playing Fall Guys here lately. But most of all, I just enjoy interacting with all you guys. And like I said, we always try to have a good time. Everybody's welcome. And I love interacting with you guys. So, like I said, thank you. All of your support means a ton. Um, I'll leave all of my links to my socials, everything else below. If you would be interested in checking out any merch that I do have, I just made that. I'm gonna add some for when I start the podcast as well. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link in that below. But other than that, thank you guys again. Hope this video helps you guys. Hope I answered all your questions. And we will see you in the next video. Peace.